Hi, Kaya Tribe. I am here to start our leadership training, and I've decided to start it here because I think we can gather everybody together here. And on day one, I think we're all just kind of getting used to this new normal for us right now. And then I'm going to direct from here on out over to our Get Kaya Fit page. So if you need help getting on that, let me know and I'll help you connect there, because that's where all the days will be moving forward. I really want to use this opportunity to talk about this being an opportunity to wake up. And I have a book that I've probably read 15 times or more throughout my life. And I was given that book, I think probably the first time when I felt like my life was falling apart. And the book is called When Things Fall Apart. If you haven't read that, I encourage you to do so. But it's talking about what happens in your life when things do fall apart, because it's not if, it's a when. And here we are, and things have fallen apart for all of us. And I think this can be a great opportunity to wake up, to what's real. And when things fall apart, what do? So do we fall apart? Do we crumble and think about all our own self-pity and all the worst case scenario? Or do we take it as an opportunity to use all that we've trained for in our life to be the strongest person? And even in a midst of a huge crowd, if there's one calm, wise person, it can change the whole group. And so how do we become that? And asking these questions, so asking empowering questions of ourselves, is how do I become that? And that's what we're going to work on over the next 30 days. How do we become the one calm, wise person through all of it? And how do we ride through the storms of life, being the leader, being the person that people want to be around because of the energy that we create? And knowing that this isn't the end. And if it were, let's say worst case scenario, if it were the end for any one of us, how would you want your last days to be? How would you want the end of your life to be? And then facing our own mortality, that knowing that one day is our last day. And all of a sudden we're all in this place of it being real to us. And we normally live our lives not even facing that, right? Not even thinking of our own mortality. And I've heard people say that a terminal illness was the greatest gift of their life. And that shook me up at one point. But it's, why do we have to wait until we see the end to live like we know we're here for a short period of time? Right? What is the cause of death? They say it's birth, right? That we're here for a short period of time. And this has just made us all realize that, but that's real, right? Real life is we're all here for some unknown amount of time. And that this opportunity can be a chance for us to really change and look at our life that way. And I want to say, just for this day, today, I don't want to get into all of the different things that we're going to go into, but for day one is creating the environment of learning, the environment of becoming a leader. And what that's going to look like is, one, getting the most out of this. So you can watch, and whatever works for you. So if it works for you to drop in and listen when you can and take what you can away from it, that's great. But when you go to like a seminar or you take a class or you learn something new, the best way to learn that is, one, to learn it in more than one way. So not just listen, but take notes. As quickly as you can, turn around and teach it to somebody else. So learning and then teaching, taking notes and writing things down. I want this to be as interactive as we can, because I know that's how we're going to get the most out of it. Creating an environment for learning and helping ourselves to become the strongest people that we can possibly be. So tomorrow we're going to go into creating an environment within ourselves. Our first day is going to be lead yourself first. So before you can lead anybody, your cup has to be full, right? So we can't feed others from a cup that's empty. So we're going to talk about that, how we can do that. Right now, I want to think about this idea of physical distancing without social distancing, right? We don't have to social distance. We need to come together. We need to pull our tribe together. We need to unite and be the powerhouse that we trained to be, right? Hi, Carla. We trained for this. All of us, this Kaya tribe, right? There's 250 something of us just on this page here. There's 5,000 Kaya girls that we all trained for. Every hard workout we've done was training for being the toughest, being the strongest, being the person that's going to be somebody that other people can lean on. So creating environment for learning is just today. So get a notebook, start a notebook, and I want us to be able to take notes every day and then have a takeaway. So we're not just going to listen passively, but we're going to have something that we can do every single day to take action steps towards being that leader, and then deciding what is it that you're going to do in the environment that we're in where it feels like everything's falling apart. Are you going to use it as an opportunity to wake up and change your life for the better and be stronger and be the light in your life? Or are you going to think about, and one thing I want to say too is it's normal for us to do the self-obsession and not to feel guilty about that, but that we are able to step away and not be absorbed in that, right? Like the self-obsession is a thought that's going through our mind at some point throughout the day, is like me and this, how hard this is for me and how this is affecting my life and my family. But that we don't have to be lost in that. We don't have to have shame in feeling that, because we are all in the same boat. This is so special and such a neat opportunity because we are all going through like the same stuff, right? On some level, we all have the feeling like this sense of like comfort by looking at statistics all day long, or this feeling of maybe like a addictive rush of seeing the news over and over and over and over, and then the shame of like, how could I feel sorry for myself when look at all these things are going on around me, or how could I not be helping others when look at all these other people helping people. And that we can shift that, notice it, and then know that that voice in your head is telling you something that can help you, that can help us to do something better. Like that voice of shame is really saying, hey, you're built for more than this. Like you have the capability of creating change, of helping. And I'm going to help everybody to find more opportunities for volunteering through this, because I think that's a challenge, is knowing where to be able to offer assistance to those that need it. And I have a lot of connection with that. So that's going to be something that we're going to work on over the next 30 days, is getting everybody connected to somebody that they can help. And I'll share that nonprofit with you guys maybe tomorrow. So today, thinking about creating an environment within yourself of learning, of accepting that this is going to be, when things fall apart, is an opportunity to wake up. Think about when things are going great in your life. Are you doing a lot of soul searching? We're not, right? When everything is going great is when we just kind of float along in our life. It's when we get shaken, when things fall apart. That's when we wake up. Those are our waking up moments in our life, right? Those are our waking up moments, is the big, scary things that shake us out of the daydream of our life and get us into the reality of our mortality, the reality of our joint humanity, and that we can use this as an opportunity to do that. So I will see you guys tomorrow on Get Kaya Fit. Let me know if you need help with that. Char's on here and I helped her do that today. I love to be able to help you guys, so make sure you just comment and let me know. Deb's number is also, she is way better at even helping at all of these things than I am, and her number's also on our VIP page. It's at the top under announcements, and so she can help us too. Okay, I love you guys. Today is day one of the rest of our life. You are a leader. Whether you like it or not, you have an effect on all of the people that you touch. Do you want to? Panic is contagious, but so is calm. So what do you want to create in your life over the next 30 days? And we're going to do it together because we did train for this. This is what we've been training for as Kaya Girls, is to come out of this having made an impact on the world and knowing and feeling in our hearts like we did everything we possibly could to help others, not just ourselves. That starts with us, which is exciting because you get to help yourself too. I get to help myself too. But in order to, for that noble purpose of changing all of the people that we touch every day, we can do this. We are a source of power, of joy, of opportunity, and we're going to come together and we're going to make this, by the end of April, we're not going to be the same and we'll never be the same again. So I'm excited for us to work together. Please let me know if you have any questions, if there's anything in particular you want me to touch on. Otherwise, I'm going to go through every day. Tomorrow is leading yourself, and we're going to talk about how to do that. All right. I love you guys so much. Mwah. Please reach out if you need anything, because that's why I'm here.